What's up, everybody? Anthony from Guaranteed Herps. I'm gonna do a quick video, or try to make it quick anyway, of your ball python going off of food, and basically just about that topic about your snake going off of food, particularly the ball python. Here in this tub, I have my female pastel, who at one point weighed about 700 grams back in November of 2012. And she actually just barely ate for me, I believe the 1st of this month, July. So I mean, you do the math on the months of how long she's gone without food, but basically she just finally ate. And another part of me making this video is basically to show you proof that ball pythons do occasionally go off of food, and sometimes for a very, very long time. If you look up in Google, I mean, just go do it really quick. See what records people have of their snake going off of food, and them still surviving and eventually going back on food. Drew the Entertainer, I think it was his spider ball python that just finally ate after 5 months of no food. And so basically, just want you guys to know that when you have ball pythons, it's something that you can't expect to happen. This female was my number one eater at one point in my collection. She would eat scraps from the other ones that didn't want to eat the mice or rats that day. She would always eat it, and she was consistent. Would eat frozen thawed, no problem. One day during November, during the cooling down season, she went off of food and didn't turn back for a very long time. And in that period of time, I did get her to eat twice, but all she ate was a frozen thawed small mouse twice. That was it. And it wasn't even like a consistent thing on those two feedings. It was like, okay, she ate this day and didn't eat again for months, and then she ate another one, didn't eat again for months. So in that matter of time, she did eat twice for me, but only that. And so she got all the way down to just barely a little under 500 grams. So she lost over 200 grams in weight. So back to the topic, don't freak out if your snakes go off of food. I'd say the best thing you can do is make sure that they're hydrated at a minimum. Just make sure there's always water. Make sure, what you can do, like a couple of tips, is make sure they have water. Maybe increase the rack temperature or the cage temperature, and provide them with a hide. So I had her isolated in a glass tank. It's actually this one. Actually, no, it's that one. I had her basically quarantined in that tank. I gave her a hide. I gave her a heat pad. I've always made sure she had water, so at least she wasn't dehydrated. And that basically, if she's gonna go off food and she gets dehydrated, she's gonna die, or they're gonna die. They're not gonna last long. But as long as you keep them hydrated, keep an eye on them. They might still poop here and there. That's a good sign. Just make sure that they're not getting respiratory infection or anything like that. But I guess moral of the story is your ball python can go off of food for a very long time. Don't freak out. If you do freak out, you can always take it to the vet. But as long as the skin isn't completely wrinkled, you'll be fine. As long as there still is some girth, you're good. Looks like she already digested that rat, so probably tomorrow everything's closed because it's 4th of July. But probably sometime on my lunch, I'm going to go grab her another rat and see if I can get her to eat again. But I'm going to show you a clip of her. She's not striking at the live medium rat, but she has it in the coil. And you guys can see that, she finally went back on food. But thanks for watching this video, guys. Just making it out to, the newbies, even some of you experienced breeders, not to really freak out if your snake goes a very, very long time without food. There's records of I think up to 2 years of a ball python going off of food to eventually going back on food. And you can see she's not aggressive or anything. She just did not want to eat. So what I think happened is, because of her age, I think her body was maturing and was getting into the habit of going on a cool down period to prepare for breeding. So I think that's what happened. Even though she wasn't up to size, I think her age maturity is kind of what did it for her. And that's basically it. But thanks for watching, guys. Here's a clip of her eating, and then that's it. Peace, guys.